And
yeah, so
we see the rider in pink there.
That's rider in pink. That'd be Levi Frangus, one of our local boys from up here. Surfing really well these days, and it's great to see Levi out there. It was a cracking little left-hander, wasn't it, Steve-O? So, I mean, you know, he got like a little shack there and come out and just unfortunately come unstuck, but the work was done in that barrel. So, I mean, there's definitely some waves, as you've seen there.
It's the 2023 Lindsay Connolly DK Pro. Brought to you by Convict Bodyboarding, Inverted Bodyboarding, All Antica, Black Flag Brewery, Tim Oliver Photography.
So what else is planned for the big Black Flag Brewing, Steve-O, in the future? So you got anything planned? Or?
We do. We've got a few new drinks coming out in a couple of weeks.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit different from beer, but...
is that the vodka one?
Yeah, that's a secret.
We won't say it anyway, yeah. So. No, but I mean, I remember you told me about that. Maybe I said that. Anyway, we'll keep moving on.
No, we got a big year ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never seems to stop. Every weekend's busy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Good.
I mean, every time we travel around the sunny coast, there's always Black Flag doing something. I mean, like you're always putting, you know, getting behind the local businesses and events and that, and which is so sick to see. Like,
it's been a long time since I've had like a weekend where don't know what I'm doing. There's always something going on.
Well, then maybe because you're always doing something and all your mates want to catch up, so that's maybe once every couple of months.
Yeah, it feels like it. Oh, there's always an event they can come along to.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I remember that one you showed me down in Sydney, that you took all the half pipes and that down there. That was sick.
That was huge. Towed a half pipe from Sunshine Coast to Sydney, 3.5 ton.
Wow.
Wobbling around down the highway at 60 kilometres an hour. Good fun.
Wow.
Mate. Real good fun.
I seen the setup though, it looked pretty sick.
Yeah, it was really good.
Here we go, the surfer in pink. Looks like he's got a little wedge coming towards him here too, but he hits it and comes unstuck. Unfortunately, that's a surfer in pink. That's Levi Frangus. Does look like a bowly section lined up for him, but unfortunately, Levi come unstuck there. But he certainly backed it up with his first wave, and a nice little barrel, and come out. Levi's surfing really good these days. Definitely a force out in the water. This wind is just stayed off perfectly for us here all day. We have another look here. The surfer in green, is it? And comes unstuck, unfortunately. But definitely some waves out there, Steve-O. And just pull some scores up here. Now one of our computers is down, so bear with me.
Okay, about 15 minutes on the board. Bodyboarders in the water, 15 minutes on the clock.
Here we go, Levi.
Frangos is out in front with a combined heat.
Levi scored 7.67 and a 5.93. Clarkie in second, the surfer in yellow with a 4 and a 0, so he's only on a single score. James Howard on a 1.33 and a 0, so still plenty of time. 16.5 minutes on the clock, but Levi's put both surfers into a combination situation here at the moment.
15 minutes
There's
on the
another one. Oh, unfortunately come unstuck, but that one looked like it was about to run all the way down to the reef. And that tide, as that tide's starting to come in, the waves are only going to get better, especially on that left. That left is really turning it on. And I think the goofy footers will come into play as the day goes on. But I can't sit here today any longer, Steve-O, without cracking that old school.
I've already finished mine.
No, it's just great to, here we go, guys. Area on the black flag, get up there, and that's my go-to one, is the old school.
So, how good's Antica?
Antica is awesome, Steve.
Yeah.
Have you been down there?
Many times.
Yeah,
many
yeah.
times.
So
Excellent.
Shane's going to be coming in here today as well. He'll be coming down to have a chat.
Yeah,
And he's another one. He just gets behind the events, our Sunshine Coast Bodyboard Club, and also our event here, the Lindsay Connolly DK Pro. And yeah, just another legend. And
Yeah.
I think you even stock beers in his joint
Yeah,
too,
we
don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, no, you cover a fair range of the sunny coast.
I used
That's
to live
for
around
sure.
the corner and wander over there all the time.
Did ya? Yeah, there you go. Such a good spot. And yeah, I've been there a couple of times and had some awesome meals. And Shane does a great job.
It does. Quite the tech setup you got here.
Yeah, it's sick. No, it's great. These guys from Absolute Streaming and done an amazing job. And you know, it just gives a whole aspect towards, you know, to be able to sit at home and watch it online. And you know, I was saying before to Benny Wells, the inverted owner, you know, we had some things happen before. You know, the contest, we went down and trialled the event down on the Gold Coast at my old hometown there at Coolangatta. And you know, there was a call there where there was, you know, we had to go back to the replay. But if they didn't have the Absolute Streaming, it just would have been probably thrown out the window.
Yep.
But you could go back onto the Absolute. We went back and rewound it, and you know, it just, them little things
Make a big difference.
make
eh?
a big difference, mate.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, it's the new way of doing it. And once I seen it the other year, last year in the Future Bros, they had a grommet contest they ran down there in the Gold Coast, and I just went, mate, we've got to have it.
Yep.
You know, so you know, it just made sense to have it, and we're here today and with the event here, so it's a no-brainer. So I hope all the other contests that are run around Australia and around the world or whatever's, you know, you can get onto these guys, and they just do an awesome job. They come down, set up, pack
Necessary professionals, because there is cables everywhere.
up. Yeah.
Okay, we've just seen Chris Clarkies
Excuse me.
got a 6.27 for his last wave. That's moved him up to a combined heat score of 10.2. So
There's our
at the
scores
moment,
here,
we've got
Steve.
Levi out in the front with a combined total of
We've got one
13.6.
computer down at the moment. I think
Chris Clarkies,
Nelson's gone to
you're now
gone
in
to,
second place with a combined total of
do the
10.2.
computer.
You need a
Fix the computer up, but we've still got the backup score there.
And James
Now
got
Levi
Mel
Frangus on a 7.67 and a 5.8.
in third place.
5.83,
You need a
Chris Clarkson
8.9 to
6.27 and a 4.
advance, and a bit extra to move in first. Because we just seen
Good.
Wardle turn up.
And then we've got James Howard currently in third in a 1.33 and a 0.83. So still plenty of time, Steve, and 11 minutes and 40 seconds still to go. So definitely plenty of time for the boys to drop in their scores. If you've just tuned in, I'm here today with the owner of Black Flag, Steve Barber, and a good friend of mine, and sponsoring one of our major sponsors for the Lindsay Connolly DK Pro this year.
Happy to be here.
Happy to be here, Steve-O, and happy to have you on our team and as sponsorship as well. And like I said before, when I went in and said, Steve-O, do you want to be on board? He just went, what is it? And I love that. It's awesome.
I barely get to see the ocean. I spend too much time in the bloody office.
Oh, I know, right? I mean, sometimes you just got to take a back step and
Yeah. Just blow a day.
yeah, I know. I do my, you know, I work hard all year, but I also spend a bit of time over in my beloved Mentawai Islands doing my all bodyboard charters I own over there. So yeah, it's just you've just got to have it. I think everyone needs a bit of a holiday every year.
Absolutely.
And why not go and do it in surfing some of the best waves in the world and with a bunch of bodyboarders? And I designed that back in the day, and I've just been kicking goals with it, and it's just a no-brainer, you know. So you just be able to take, you know, 3 or 4 bodyboarders, and there'll be 5 surfers on a trip, and then you'd go, well, that's not working. And so I come up with the idea, and we just put it together, and why not just do all bodyboard charters? Yeah, I get a certain amount of time off per year and do it with work, working time with work. Lucky I've got a great boss, and he's from my old town of Coolangatta, so he lives up here on the Sunshine Coast, so he knows I surf a fair bit and have done professionally when I was younger, and so yeah, no, he knows the rules, and he lets me have time off work to go and do my charters. So
how long do you take off for that?
I'm over there in about 5 weeks' time, mate. So I'll be over there for doing 2 charters. Next year I've got one of my good friends coming from Hawaii for it. And, he's Jacob Romero, vicious lay-down guy and DropKnee guy. So we're going to, if you're watching out there, Jacob, and I know you probably are, mate, go sent you the link. Can't wait to have a trip over there with Jacob. The guy tears the place to bits. So he's a surfer in pink here, Steve-O. It looks like he's going to get maybe a little double up, no. But unfortunately come unstuck. And, still plenty of time. Still 8 minutes to go. Out in front we still have Levi with a 7.67 and a 5.93. Clarkson on a 6.27 and a 4. And James Howard 1.33 and a 0.83. So still 8 minutes to go. Seen some of these guys drop 7s and 8s in the last, in the last couple of minutes and turn the heat. So you never give up in the surfing contest, that's for sure. So the Ocean Day plays a lot of part in surfing contests, but also you've got to put yourself in the right spot at the right time. Comes down to water time, I suppose.
Life-size images and even bigger of the action tonight. Purposed by absolute streaming.
We have a little boat coming here in the lineup, Steve-O. What's going on there? They're coming searching for a Black Flag beer. They're on the Rip Curl search for a Black Flag beer. That's for sure. Beautiful day here. This wind, it's just held off perfectly all day. And now we're getting into the business end of the contest. So, it's just a beautiful day here on the sunny coast. Can't ask for more. Here goes the surfer in green. Or is it blue? Not much doing there. So, boys are getting amped on tonight. I think going out to the brewery, Steve-O. So,
we got a few of the boys out there setting up for you right now.
Awesome. Good job. So just on 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Okay, and 4 minutes 40 on the clock.
Here we go.
In the water. 4 minutes 40 on the
We
clock.
must be delayed here on this one, but anyway, we'll move on.
Still similar position with Levi out in the front on 13.6 combined. Chris Clarkson, you're still in second, 10.27 combined.
Definitely some
James,
contestable
John
waves out there, and
Jones, Jimmy
boys are
Jennings,
making the most of it.
bloke with the most names
What
in
they've
the
been
world. You're still in third place
dished up.
on 2.16.
We were sort of freaking out all week. We were going, oh no, is it going to be, I hope it's not going to be small. People were putting on group chats, it's going to be big, it's going to be small, whatever. I was doing my head in, I was just going, and actually it's turned out to be an actual perfect day. But I mean, it's, the waves have hung about 2-3 foot, beautiful conditions. Love it.
Predicting the weather a day ahead's impossible.
It is, isn't it? It is. And I always used to say when I was in Indo, I'd just wake up and if it's on, it's on. If it's not, too bad.
Yep.
But no, it's that's the hard thing about running the contest. I mean, you get all the things that got to come in a line, So the wind, the waves, the weather, and it's very, as everyone knows out there, the contest directors or whatever, it is a very stressful event, but it's great that it all prevailed today. So, and I'll definitely be letting my hair down tonight out at your Black Flag Brewery. That's for sure. There we go, the surfer. It looks like a nice little one here, Steve-O. It's surfer in pink, current heat leader, Levi. Just belt it. Oh no, just come unstuck there. But nonetheless, Levi still holding a 7.67 and a 5.93. So, unfortunately, come unstuck there, but currently out in the lead. And Clarkie in second. Chris Clarkson with a 6.27 and a 4. And James Howard on a 1.33 and a 0.83. And yeah, just on 2 minutes to go. But yeah, I'd like to thank you for coming down, Steve-O.
My pleasure.
And getting right behind the event. Great to see you down here too, and I'll be seeing you tonight for a beverage out at our Black Flag at the Prezzo, and just awesome, going to be an awesome night to celebrate an awesome cause, mate. So, and that's look, that one, the surfer in blue. Is that the surfer in blue?
Yep. There's a rider in green.
Green.
John Howard Jones.
So,
what finished that wave off? He did a.
He gave that one a good whacking.
Into a reverse on that one. 1 minute 15 on the clock.
So definitely great to have you down here again, Steve-O. Like I said.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. Thank you once again for sponsoring our event. And like I said to everyone out there on Webland, if you're ever in Coolum or a Sunshine Coast, look up Black Flag, mate. You won't be in Mooloolaba. You won't be disappointed, mate. And get down there and give them a bell and go and sample a couple of beers out there with the legends out there. And great atmosphere out there. So.
We're always hanging around here for a beer.
Absolutely, mate.
So, yeah. The rider in pink and yellow just
that's great.
Split the pink on that, and it looked like yellow absolutely went to town on it, but I don't know if it was marked as complete, but it was nonetheless a good combination of waves.
Righty.
10 seconds on the clock.
10 on the clock, Steve-O. Winding it down, but it looks like the surfer in
4,
pink
3,
has taken this
2,
one out, Levi
1.
Frangus. So congratulations to Levi and Clarkie. Moving on into
Levi Frangus and Chris Clarkson
the next round.
James John Howard Jones unfortunately bowing out.
All right, Steve-O.
Thanks
Thanks for coming down, my man.
Thanks for having me.
Legend, brother. And like I said, mate,
I'll
I'll be seeing you tonight, and Thanks for sponsoring the event once